Hey guys, Andy with Tech Influence here. Excited to go over these prototypes of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra before it's even released. There's been a lot of leaks out there supposing that the likeness, the phone itself is going to be a little bit different, but I think I beg to differ. With that said, in my hands, I've got two prototypes here that aren't necessarily the exact phone, but more or less the actual size, the shape, the placement of all of the different I/O, including the chamfered edges, the rails, the rimming, where the I/O goes, as well as the screen size and the shape of the phone itself. Now, I'm on pretty good authority here from a reputable manufacturer of phone accessories. They provide this to me here. I'm pretty confident that this leak is pretty true. While I don't know exactly what hardware is going to be used here, I'm pretty confident that this is exactly where the lenses are going to be, where the LED is and the other meter, as well as the cell lines, microphones, I/O, etc. I don't know if it's going to have ultra fast charging. I don't know what the internals are going to be like as far as hardware. I'm not sure of the actual panel of the screen is going to be, but we do know that this is going to be its shape because this is what manufacturers have to use here to prefab and manufacture their accessories. With that said, this video is sponsored from my channel sponsor, Private Internet Access. If you want to get yourself some security for your browsing, your privacy, etc., wait at the very end of the video here for more on that. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at these devices and compare it to the S24 Ultra, see what that looks like. Okay, here we have both of them side by side. As a reminder here on the 25 Ultra, this is just a dummy phone, so this isn't exactly the weight or the likeness, but I think we have a good general sense of what we're gonna get ourselves into. As you can see, the back side here for the cameras look almost exactly the same, with the 24 Ultra having this darker aluminum chassis on the inside, whereas the silver lighter chassis for the lenses there. Around the edges though, however, you can see it's a lot more blocky. There's no chamfer around this edge, whereas there is a chamfer around this top corner edge there. You can see that the chamfer is actually around the lateral side of the chassis, whereas it is much more blocky around the lateral side, and the top side here is where that chamfer of the titanium is going to be showing. So you can see here you still have the two microphones, although they do look like they're a little bit more far apart. The antenna or the cellular bands are on the top. They still wrap around the edge as well, showing you up on the top side here. But again, like I showed you, there is that chamfered edge for the 24 Ultra, but there's more of that blocky look here from around the lateral side. You can see here coming on the bottom side, you've got almost the exact same internals, where you've got your SIM tray, USB port speaker, you got your two different wireless bands, as well as the S Pen on that left side. As you can see, you've still got a very long screen here with a forehead and chin, and then a more narrow grip here around the width of the phone, which is what I appreciate. And that's about all that I can infer here. With that said, I don't know any of the hardware. I don't know any of the differences in the lenses. I don't know of the internals or the screen or the size or the battery, but we do know here, based on the prototype, of the likeness, the outside, and what the ergonomic shape is going to look like here. Privacy and security is integral to my daily life. I actually work as a compliance officer, so having a VPN is super important to my day-to-day activities. A virtual private network, or VPN, is a great way to hide your IP address and safeguard your internet connection through encrypted tunnel. This way it shields your digital life from the eyes of those who are looking to exploit your private information. Private Internet Access Servers is located in 91 different locations, by giving you the option to change your IP address or to choose from all 50 states, allowing you to gain access to websites and services that are not available in those locations. One Private Internet Access subscription covers an unlimited amount of devices. This includes Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and even consoles. Use my link down below in the description, piavpn.com/techinfluence, to get yourself 83% off a 2-year subscription plus 4 months extra free. Private Internet Access is my go-to here, and I recommend that you check them out as well. Thanks, Private Internet Access, for sponsoring this video. With that said, down below in the links in the description is my exclusive link for 83% off and 4 months extra, a 2-year subscription for Private Internet Access VPN. It's what I recommend, especially if you're browsing, traveling, and wanting to secure your data. Here's what it looks like: a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra in a case. It looks great here. You can tell that this case was definitely meant for the unit itself. itself, and it's not just for the 24 Ultra. We went over all the lightness here. We went over the placement of the I/O. We went over the differences and placement of the camera, etc. While I don't know what the internals look like and the hardware specifically because that's yet to be announced, I think I'm on good authority here to say that this phone is going to look substantially different. Those chamfered edges and roundovers are gone. The very blocky nature of the chassis and the roundover here in the corners, I think is a breath of fresh air. It's definitely going to be a lot more square than it has in the past years. With that said, thanks so much for watching, guys. Andy with Tech Influence. Hit that like button. This is a sponsored video. Subscribe if you want to see more. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.